Hello and welcome to another stream. Is the audio fine? I think it is. Um, Hello, how's it going, people? How's it going? I hope you're doing wonderful. So let me say hi to Regor. You can say so, Nick and Mijo. Thanks for joining, guys. So today I'm gonna be showing you what I've been doing this week, and to be honest, I haven't done like a ton of stuff. Like not a ton of visual stuff, but I've been working on many things that are not necessarily um, seen by the player. They are just improvements in how some things work, but not visually, you know. But yeah, let's start with the things that we can actually see, and I'm gonna tell you also what I plan to do next, because I have many things planned for the future, the near future, and the maybe not so near future too. Yeah, I am standing. I'm standing. Um, just because I don't know. I feel like I'm always sitting, so I thought it's just better when I'm streaming, at least since I stream less now. That I'm standing, so I get my feet a little bit of movement, you know. All right, so let's get over here and let me share you my screen. So main, and let me get myself with no background. There we go. So, let's go through the GitHub commits, because I think that's gonna be the easiest way to know exactly what I've done. And I can show you exactly like everything. So let's go to history, and the first commit of this week was done. Let me check. Yeah, melee weapons extra feedback. So I've added a lot of stuff in regards to um well, weapon feedback. And I think you have seen, if you saw the GIF that I shared on Discord, you already have seen some of the things that I've added. And L, what's up, L? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? No, the gun's not ready. The gun's not ready. When I add it is probably gonna be like months from that. I still need to do a ton more stuff before I even start adding those little Easter eggs. And Miholy, I see your 1, 2, 3. By the way, if you're testing, if everything's working, I see your 1, 2, 3. And Mr. Bobby is over here. What's up? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Gambling. All right. So, oh, by the way, I haven't added the Dank Memer, Dank Memer bot to Discord. I should. So yeah, please hold me accountable. I need to add that thing to Discord. And welcome back, Rigor. Welcome. You say, Mr. Blovy, I got 51 subs. It was 42, so I got 10 in 4 days. Awesome, Mr. Blovy, awesome. I'm very pleased to hear that. And Born is over here. Says hello, Mr. Leco. What's up, Born? Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're here, dude. The last time that I streamed, you joined just the last second when I was just ending. So it's great to have you now. And Gregor, you say, I'm not sure if that's how you say that low. Let me search. Say what? And Mr. Luya say, I like and subs. Oh, thanks. All right. So, feedback. So, particles for the impact place of the weapon on an entity. Well, I'm gonna be showing you this instead of like telling you, because it's easier to know what's happening when I just show you. All right. So, do we have audio? Can you hear the game? Because there are some new sound effects for things that I'd like to show you. So I hope you can hear the game. Yeah, I think we have audio on the game. All right. Yeah, the main menu is not done at all. But I told you I was going to do a main menu once I had the visuals or the aesthetic of the game locked in. So yeah, I am going to do that. Just when I actually have that. And when will I have that? Probably in a month and a half, maybe. Because I still need to. Oh, by the way, we're super close to having another beta for the game out. Because I thought maybe I would have it today, but it's better if I just have a little bit more time so I can polish some stuff, and especially in regards to performance, because I'd like to make this new version that's gonna come out probably Monday or Tuesday to be way more performant, way more optimized than other versions, you know? So everyone can run it finally, and the errors with pathfinding and multiple things going wrong when you get in on trees is solved. All right, so what is the new thing? Let's start with the well, everything is related to melee, I think. So here now, when you hit enemies, the first thing that you can notice is you're gonna punch them. The punch is not very intense, but it's like enough that you can like notice you're pushing enemies, and it is going to vary depending on what the attack is and what the weapon is. This weapon has the most push intensity of all of them because it's like the heaviest weapon, you know. And also on the aerial attack is the type of attack that deals or that does the most push to enemies. So you can see over here that it does quite a lot of pushing. And scared to deal. Born, you say all right. Right, let me get rid of these guys over here, and on the aerial attack you can deal a lot of damage to these guys. Like, you can really fight a whole wave just using melee weapons, and it's not what I intend, so I do plan to nerf the melee weapons, because since I'm just trying them out right now, it's not that important if they are super powerful, because you're not going to be trying them. But when I actually release the beta, I plan to make them weaker, so you have a reason to use the spells, you know? And Camille is over here, says hi, 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 hi. Welcome to the stream, Camille. How's it going? And let me read you. You say, regular, I think I want to eat is the right way. And Mijo will say, this is not working the other way around for some reason, I swear. I don't know, I didn't get your other messages. So yeah, probably you're right. And Nick, you say 3 bugs solved, W. No, it hasn't been solved yet. Hasn't been solved yet. But I do plan to, like, if you want to see what are the last tasks that I have planned for this update that I plan to release. Again, I plan to release this on Monday or Tuesday. So is defining combat flow. Well, you don't really care about this because this is more of uh, game feeling more than anything. So you don't really like get to see this. But then implementing UI for to select weapons, this is gonna be like placeholder, like as all of the UI that I have in the game is currently placeholder. This one is gonna be placeholder too. We're gonna get to do actual UI once I have the aesthetics of the game logged in, and that's gonna be like in a month or month and a half. All right. So balancing the weapon damages, as I said, so you have a reason to use the spells. And here, all of these 3 tasks are related to performance. So enemy performance rework, like I've done a whole, like broken down the project in the areas where I could be improving things. I still haven't done anything. I've just broken down what I have in areas that I could be improving performance, and I found quite a lot of things that I could be doing differently, especially with, dude. I thought having a kinematic character controller controlling the movement for each enemy would be a great idea because yeah, it is nice in terms of movements and physics and everything, but they are super expensive, and if I want to have like 40 or 50 60 enemies alive at the same time, it's not the greatest idea, especially if you consider that I'm going to be mixing that with the pathfinding, which is it gets pretty expensive super soon. Born, you say optimization, SM optimization, it's fine. If you can't see the beauty of this game without making it look bad, you don't deserve Mega Mage. Yeah, Camille was banned. Yeah, that's trucks. And need to say 3 bucks sold, Wizard will no longer go 3. Yeah, so no deforestation. All right. So yeah, that's the planned things that I have before I push another version out. So just so you want to know. All right. So as you saw, there is an extra particle over here when you do the impact. So it shows you what's the area of that impact, and currently you can spam it. You need to be high enough that to perform the slam, you need to be high enough that the whole aerial animation is gonna happen before you touch the ground. So if I were to, I don't know, for example, do it over here, it's not gonna trigger because you need to be, you need to have enough time, like flying, while performing the attack animation to do it. It's actually super straightforward. Like you know when you're gonna be doing the attack because how high you have made it and how much time you had to do the animation. And Born to say, does C# have interface and implementation? What do you mean by implementation? I don't know, but they do have interfaces. They have interfaces like regularly. You can do. I think I only have like 1 or 2 in the game. I can show you. Let's go interfaces here. For example, for every single entity that can be, like every single entity in the game can fall from the map because it's super easy to fall over here. And this is super simple, but it's really I fall recoverable. So interface fall recoverable. So when I basically make whoever has that interface have a method that is on file recovered, and that can be implemented in various different ways for every entity. So yeah, that's it. That's it. You can have interfaces, super easy to implement. You just have to do interface instead of class or scriptable object. You just do interface. Oh, like that age. Not that I'm aware of. Might you might have it, but I'm not aware of that. All right. Going back to here, let me show you the spear, for example, because uh, I have other particle systems for that weapon specifically because the trail wasn't really working. If you see the trail in here, like it's super, as you would expect with other swords and like weapons in general, like it's the regular one. But for the spear in particular, I had to do something different. So let me go over here to player graphics. Let's do torso handler. Yeah, so here I'm gonna just be assigning the spear over here. I still have to do a method to actually be able, like, make you able to switch the weapons, and I'm gonna be doing that soon. But for now, I have to do everything manually, which is quite a bummer. But I'm gonna be adding that very soon. So here, I'll just add the spear over here. Spear, great sword. Let me disable and let me enable the spear. All right. So now we should be able to play with the spear. Let's get to full screen. Because yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but the particle system for this, or yeah, because the other one used a trail. This one uses a particle system, so you get a little bit more feedback when you're using this, and it also works when you do a charge attack with this. And I don't know if you noticed, but throughout the whole like showcase of this, the sound effects are new. Like now things, the weapons have sound effects, and I think they're nice. They might be changed later, probably when I get to do the demo of the game, like the Steam demo. I mean, I will be changing some stuff, or no, but yeah, probably I'll be changing some sound effects and uh, like get the real sound effects that I'm going to be putting in the game, because there are, or maybe some things that I don't have the full permission to use. But don't disclose that. Camille, how are you still here? How are you still here? Didn't you get banned? Yeah, like I don't care, but you shouldn't be spamming. And how did you get here if you got banned? And Nick, you say, do you want unique mechanics for melee? Like spells have different things, or just stats and mild modifiers? I'm gonna be thinking of like the imbuing weapons with I don't know. For example, in Dark Souls, you have greases to imbue weapons. So you have an electricity grease, you have poison grease. Maybe you have a fire grease. So I think maybe something like that. I still have to think about it. But generally, I don't want to make the weapons too powerful. I want to keep them basic. They're just gonna be your tool for gathering mana, but I don't want you to, or well, it's okay if you use it frequently. But they shouldn't shadow the main thing, which is casting spells. So I think I'm gonna keep them basic. And Gregor, you say, what have you done to the game since the last time I saw you, aka the 13th of March, when you did the important stream or big changes? Well, I think quite a lot. Haven't we done quite a lot? Because yeah, well, there are multiple things that I've been working on. The 13. I don't remember when was that, but a lot of bug fixes. Like I've been also I've done a lot of bug fixes. So yeah, I can't show you what I fixed because it's like fixed, you know. But yeah, what exactly have I fixed? Let's go over here, for example, and let me pull up the GitHub. And here, for example, the mana bar, that thing that happened with the mana bar, when you try to recast spells multiple times, that it got like the mana bar to white and it didn't change. That's fixed. And I noticed that the same thing could happen. Generally, it didn't happen, but it could happen on the health bars, not only on the player health bar, but on the enemies too. So that's fixed too. What else? Oh yeah, those the particles are more clear over here with the spear because it doesn't cover that much area. But you can see that everywhere or every place I hit an enemy, there's like a well, there's a particle, you know. So you know exactly where the hit went, and I've also fixed a problem where sometimes the electricity spell. Let me show you the electricity spell. This thing didn't really connect every single entity that was being affected by the electricity. So I had to like do a rework of how I was initializing them, and like a lot of other stuff that I had to like configure so things got to work again. But yeah, now they're fine. I don't think we have many errors yet. I think everything that you have registered, like you have reported in Discord, I think I have mostly fixed, except for performance. That thing is still not fixed, but I'm gonna be fixing it soon. Camille say nice animations. Well, thank you, thank you. And Miho say I will not even be able to join stream today, just in chat. All right. Well, no worries, Miho. It's all right. Well, if you're not here, like you're not gonna be, of course, you're not gonna be hearing this, but it's all right. And Born just say particles are very versatile. I thought particles are like simple smoke or something. It's okay. No, I timed him out. Okay, okay. No, particles are like super like modular, configurable. You can do quite a lot of things with only particles, and generally the particles in the game are super simple. Like you can get to very interesting stuff if you give enough time to make the particles like actually behave differently. And you can even have collisions. I think events on collisions of those particles. You can have noise. Like there's a bunch of different things that you can do with particles. So I would encourage you to like experiment with particles if you're into that, because it's quite powerful, quite a powerful tool. And Chief Abel is over here, says, Joe, what's up? It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while, Chief Abel. It's good to have you here. How is it going? And Hudai is over here too, says, greetings. What's up, Hudai? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? And you say, Nick, what about like silly ones though? Silly what? Like spells have different things or just stats and mild modifiers? Oh, yeah, the spells are, well, I want to, not for this version, but for next version, which is gonna be like 3 or 4 weeks from from the next one, which is gonna be on Monday. Yeah, so 3 or 4 weeks from now, I do plan to like have 2 versions out of the game. One will keep the regular way of casting things over here, which is to have your basically fixed upgrades. Like you can use the regular spell, and you can upgrade it if you keep doing the combinations. Shit. You can upgrade it if you can keep doing the combinations. But I plan to have that version out, and in parallel, I'll have a version where you can apply modifiers instead of directly upgrading your spells fixed, like in a fixed manner. So yeah, it's gonna be like, for example, you can have your fire spell, and then you can choose to either make it bigger or make it deal more damage, or make the effect or the status that it's going to apply last longer or deal more damage. Like, I want to make it modular, and you can combine these things. So you can make your spell, if you have time to cast, you can choose your fire spell, then make it bigger and make it last longer or something. I still have to think about what are the things that I want to have you have for to apply to spells, but I'd like to make you try those two options so you can tell me what you like best. And Born, you say, I also looked it up. C# does not have header files. And Chief of all, you say, doing good. I got a job a month ago while I'm still in college. I'm on 18th semester. That's great. That's great news. So, clap, clap, clap. Awesome. And Roger, you say, I'm back to rowing on the water after using an erg. What's an erg? For a while, and my hands are completely destroyed. Yeah, I can't even imagine how hard on your hands is rowing. Say, I can't even make a fist without my hands hurting. I can't imagine, dude. Should I say doing how are you doing good from 1 to 100? How complete this game right now? I would say 20%. Like, there, in terms of how like, I would say it is, in terms of mechanics, might be 70 or 80% maybe. Yeah, probably 70 in terms of the core mechanics. But in terms of the you have to remember, I have to do a lot of things in regards to making a larger map, adding more spells, adding like things for you to do in the map. I still have to do more enemies, like a lot more enemies. I have to do more bosses. I have to like do a story. I have to do a lot of things, so maybe it's 20% for the overall thing, but for the mechanics, it might be 70%, I'd say. And I need to say, like, deals no damage, 10% chance to deal 15 times basic damage. Since you have different weapons, gimmicks. Yeah, that would be silly. But I don't know, maybe because I still have to implement the passive abilities thing, which in those I could have pretty silly stuff that you can equip that's gonna like give you passive things. And for example, every 100 attacks or every 100 melee attacks, you can do like 100 times the damage or whatever. I still have to think about those though. Need to say that's curious. I didn't think you'd go in that direction. About what? Direction on what? And Chief of always say thank you. Pretty exhausted, but mostly I enjoy it a lot because the community is really make me improve. That's the best part. Yeah, it might make you exhausted, but it's worthwhile in the end. So, should I say, Roman, I'll be playing this game in 2099. I hope it doesn't come out and that date, because I'm not sure if I'll be alive by then. I'll be quite old. Yeah, let me get to another zone. And Born, you say, Roman, my git ignore won't work. I added CMake build debug to it, and it still added it. Please help. Your git ignore doesn't work. Did you configure the git ignore both in your git and your repository? And Born, you say, I did some outside yard work, and man, I'm beat. We worked for a couple of hours, but probably one more day, and we will be done. Not doing it today, though. Yeah, you need some rest, too. So if you're gonna finish it tomorrow, that's fine. You don't need to do every single thing in one sitting, you know? Or, well, it's not even a sitting, like in one session. And Rose is over here. What's up? Welcome to the stream. You say Nick, I was thinking that would be a part of a melee weapon though. That's for another time anyway. And Boren, you say, oh wait, I add to my repo on project 2? Huh, thanks. Yeah, try that, because that might be the what's causing the problem. And Godfather over here. why are you crying? What's up, Godfather? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Alright, so I think you can be like super powerful now with the charge attacks because they deal quite a lot of damage. I still have to do a lot of balancing with the melee weapons because they're super powerful. Yeah, but what I actually want to do is like balance these things, and let's see the other changes. So yeah, the fix for the mana bar and the health bar, the chain lightning spell fix. There were some unkillable flying enemies sometimes, so I also fixed that. I made a lot of fixes on the big boy boss. I think Godfather, you were the one that let me get to the boss actually. And while we are there, let me also change to the normal sword so you can see how the sword works. So I enable it over here. Let's go to player, sword. They pretty much do the same damage. Like there's not a lot of differences in how much damage you deal with each one of these weapons, because like in damage per second, I mean. Alright, so I just drag this over here and drag this over here, and we have our sword equipped. And let me go to the managers. On the wave manager, I'm only going to have, or I'm only going to make this have one single wave, so we automatically get to or immediately get to the boss. Yeah, and we have the sword over here. This is the charge attack. Let me actually zoom this. Yeah, this is the charge attack for the sword. This is a regular combo, and this is the aerial attack. Pretty straightforward, right? They grow up so fast. No, I haven't added the boss. We have the same boss. It's the same boss. I just made some changes to it because I noticed, and I know how to fix this now. Wherever there are things like animations breaking or rotating really weirdly, is because I'm using Euler angles instead of quaternions, and that sometimes breaks it. No, Big Boy wasn't fine. There was... Now if you can see the regular fists attack he does, before the fixes, it was rotating weirdly when it did the slam. Now it doesn't, so that's a very simple fix. Also, since I added weapons, the thing that I had to change... Now, let me actually get a little bit of health because I don't want to die over here. Okay, so yeah, since I added pushing, I didn't want to push this guy that far because it's a stone golem, you know, you shouldn't be able to push it that far. But yeah, you can't push him that far. I think it takes like the push intensity only takes like a fifth or a fourth of the actual push, so you can really like get him like push him. Quaternion mentioned, of course. And need you say a visual thing, me no care. When are you gonna fix him getting stuck on every fence? I'm not going to fix that. I don't plan to fix that just because I plan to get rid of this map in like a month. So yeah, it doesn't really make sense. Also, what else have I added to him? Let me check. So animations, Quaternion. Ranged attack on Big Boy. Oh yeah, this thing was super annoying. So now, let me get hit by... Yeah, you saw I can get hit by this thing without immediately dying because the way it worked before, it was very buggy, and you got hit multiple times by the range attack. So like basically being hit by the range attack meant instant death. Also, the way the damage for him are calculated makes it so he takes a little bit more damage now. So it's gonna take, I think, 1/10 of the regular damage when he's not staggered, instead of just one, you know? Because it used to always take just one. But if you're casting some spell that actually does a lot of damage, he's still gonna be taking proportional damage, but it's gonna be like way less. Let me just bit him. Also, it's not very noticeable because he barely takes any damage. But he should be taking more damage when he is hexed, you know? Gregor, you say you should give the boss some kind of throwing attack. I think it would look really cool. Like he grabs you and throws you or something? What do you mean throwing attack? Like throwing something at you? And I haven't done anything about the mouse casting, because yeah, I know you suggested something for it. Yeah, I have this task registered over here. Try better mouse casting, because I do plan to actually implement this into the game. It's just gonna be on the next version, so not on this version, not the one that's gonna come out Monday or Tuesday. It's gonna be coming out like in 3 weeks maybe, after that, after the new beta. So it's gonna be 2.3 Monday or Tuesday, and then 3 to 4 more weeks, and we're gonna have 2.4. And there I'm gonna be trying the things with the new ways of casting spells and the better mouse casting. And Record, you say like summoning a big rock or making a ball to throw at you. I do plan to keep, and Asnok is over here. Am I on time? Yeah, you're on time, Asnok. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? So yeah, I do plan to, yeah, I plan to keep this boss super simple because it's gonna be probably the first boss in the game, or it's not going to be one of the biggest bosses. It's just gonna be something simple to get used to what bosses are gonna be in the game, but it doesn't have to be complicated. I think it's fine as it is. I prefer spending the time on, instead of adding more things to this boss, having more interesting bosses. Period. And Born, you say, Roman, you should add octronitro-cubane and all of its precursors to the game. I think that would be so cool. What is octronitro-cubane? And Aston, you say, you know, it's already Saturday here. Well, enjoy the Saturday. Enjoy the Saturday. What time is it over there, Astok? Yeah, I copied your whole message from Discord over here, just because it's easier for me to check it here in Notion instead of having to go to Discord. And Godfather, you say here also. Yeah, what time is it for you? Because here it's 2:36 p.m. So you might be 12 hours ahead of me. Is that it? Maybe it's 2:30 a.m. Right. And Born, you say it's an organic chemistry module deemed as the best explosive. It is very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna be adding explosives over here. Also, one thing I think I'm gonna be doing, I don't remember who said it. I think it was someone on YouTube, and you might have also told me that too. And my brother also told me that it doesn't really fit with a isn't this supposed to be a magic game? Why does this guy have swords? And I think that's fair. That's fair. I think I'm gonna be turning the swords into like, instead of you having to carry them in your back, even though I do like it quite a lot, I think I'm just going to turn them into like magical weapons. So they're gonna be showing up when you actually press the attack button for melee. It's gonna like appear in your hand. You do the attack, and if you when you stop the attack, it's gonna like go away from your hand. It's gonna disappear. So it's gonna appear when you need to attack and disappear when you don't need it. When you don't need it. Yeah, 2:36 p.m. for me. So we're actually on the same time zone then, Born. And Godfather say here 12:07 a.m. And Asno, you say Saturday has started 7 minutes ago. Hirai, you say, I'm curious, did you get a part-time job? No, I haven't gotten a part-time job. And Born, why is the mana bar going down slowly? Oh, the mana bar is going down slowly when you're not in combat. So if 30 seconds happen after you have been in combat, it's gonna like slowly go away. So it's not meant to stay, you know? Like it's gonna go, if you're not using it, it's gonna like drain. And Ace, you say, yo, what's up, Ace? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How is it going? All right, so let's get out of here. Yeah, that's what I had planned. I don't think I have. Do I have anything else to show you? Because otherwise, I'm gonna just go with like telling you what are the plans, so you have a better idea of what I plan to do for the like probably next couple of months. Yeah, some fixes. I still have to do some more, and what I showed you before in the Notion. I fixed some stuff with like basically making the flow of going from spellcasting to melee like more like smoother. Yeah, that's fine. I think I've shown you everything that I've done this week. So yeah, what I'm gonna be actually doing here. Let me actually put them. Let me show you my calendar. So I think I've shown you this the last stream. I might have shown you this the last stream. So here are we are in April. So over here. We're gonna have beta 2.3 on the 27th. So on Monday. Then 3 weeks later, as I said, we're gonna have 2.4, and then after we have 2.4 on the 15th of May, hopefully we get there at that time. Otherwise, it's gonna be like a month, or sorry, it's gonna be a week more or less. But yeah, it's gonna be there 2.4. And after that, we're gonna be doing to the next big version where I'll be locking the idea for, or sorry, you're looking the visual style of the game so it doesn't look generic, as some of you have said. And we're gonna start building the UI, building the real map, because this is not a real map. And we're gonna be crafting the demo for the game, so it's actually on Steam. And I'm gonna apply to like be on the Steam Next Fest, so you can try the demo there. And like, you know what Steam Next Fest is? Basically, all the indie games are showing up their demos, and people that are on Steam can see what are gonna be the upcoming games and try them out before they release, so they can add it to wish lists. And Jack Black is over here, says, yo, what's up, Jack Black? Welcome to the stream. And Born, you say, wait, you should add the Rob Top GD Cube as an accessory. As an accessory for the mage? And as long you say, can I eat the magic? I am not sure. I think you always ask if you can eat something of the game. And Jack Black, you say, how we all doing? I'm doing great. How are you doing, Jack Black? And Born just say November 14 is your birthday. Yes, that's true. That's my birthday. He'll sleep for 1 week from now. Trust me, it's a dead thing. Happy early birthday for your mom. Well, thank you. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. And as long you say, is this live pre-recorded? Yes, it is. It is pre-recorded. All right. Let me show you the other task that I have here for the next version before we move on to the next like big update to to beta 3.0. So yeah, it says 2.4 and 2.6, but it's actually going to be 2.3 and 2.4. All right, so here we are going to be adding damage numbers. This is for the future, not for this update that's going to come out Monday, but for the future. Damage numbers. So number go up when you attack. Then implement passive ability system. So you can have like passive things not only on your clothing, but also like regularly, like as how do you call this? Let me translate this. Let me translate this because I don't really know in English. Amulets. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna show up in the player, but at least in the UI. And why? Why is detecting Portuguese? Spanish. Amulets. Well, it's amulets. Then player healing system, because I've mentioned this before, but it's gonna be way different than it is now, because now you have just a spell that you use for healing. What I plan to have is you're gonna have some like health crystals that are gonna be regenerating with the passing of time, and you are gonna be able to collect them in the map. So if you explore, you're gonna get more, but you're probably gonna start with one or two, and it's basically if you have played any Souls game, it's like a Estus flask. So you used it one time, and then you can like recharge them, but they are gonna recharge with time. You don't need to be on a campfire or something. And Asma can say, I'm indeed correct. This live is pre-recorded. And Born, you say, Roman is an all-knowing cosmic entity. He knows what we are all gonna say. Yeah, exactly. And Born, you say, what headphones are those? Not sure. I just know they're Sony. They're exactly the same ones that I had before. Let me see if I can. They are the Sony CH720N. They are exactly the ones that I had before. I had them in blue, and they were messed up. I didn't change them because I wanted to. I got robbed. I don't remember if I told you. I think I did. I did. But basically, I got robbed a while ago, like 2 months ago. No headphones, so I had to get some new ones that I got them in black. But they're exactly the same ones I had before. No, but I've always used these same ones. And Godfather, you say, I'm not getting creative ideas or motivation. Why get creative ideas when you can steal? You can steal from other games that you like. Why don't you? Well, if you're working currently on a project, if you're about to start one, you can look at other games and try to combine genres. That's always going to give you super, maybe not the best ideas, but if you give it enough thought, they're gonna be good. And if you're working on an already existing game, try to get out of that rut by asking people. Why don't you ask people for ideas for your game, or think about what could be cool, or what do other games in the genre do that is cool that I could add to my game, or how do they solve this problem? Because it's always good to know what other people are doing, to not just steal, like directly steal. If you want to, like, you can do that too. But sometimes just watching at what other people do to solve problems in your genre makes it easier for you to come up with another solution for that. So yeah. Okay, what's next? Player healing system. Yeah, you're gonna have like some crystals. You're gonna be using those, and they're gonna recharge over time. So it's like limited uses. You need to um, administer them, or like use them carefully throughout the battle so you don't get out of them. Here, implement clothing items. So I think you will like this quite a lot. Not because I'm gonna be adding a lot of stuff in this in the update. Probably I'll be adding, I don't know, one or two sets of clothing. And but the fact that you can change your clothing, I think you'll get excited. You'll like it. And yeah, once we have the that clothing system, it's gonna be way easier for me to add more clothing into the game later. What else? Making a full UI layout for equipping items, so not just weapons but also clothing. And this is all about like functionality. I don't plan to have any final UI over here. Then remaking the gameplay UI, having a, a idle animation for the player, introducing a new enemy that I haven't thought anything about yet, but I do want to have a new enemy before we move on to version 3.0 or beta 3.0. And yeah, the things that I mentioned before, these tasks are just about thinking. So yeah, that's it. That is it. And Gregor, you say, I feel like a lifesteal spell is a cool rework of the health spell. Not, I don't know. Yeah, it could be cool. I thought of having being able to steal health using passives of other, like, just have a passive that allows you to steal health. I'm not sure if I'll be adding that, but yeah. And what is wrong with me? I'm messing up the bit with N. What? I didn't understand your last message. And as long as you say, Roman, you know, you are technically talking to future by talking to me. I think so. Yes, I am. If it already exists, why to make it? Just copy and paste. Exactly. He wanted to add add-on to the health spell. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be reworking the way you do the healing, because I don't want you to um healing should be instant enough that it can get you out of tough situations, situations, and it shouldn't be something that you can regularly cast, so it doesn't you can't constantly spam healing, you know. And Flayer is over here. What's up? Welcome to the stream. How's it going, Flayer? Broken headphones. Take that, bugglers. Yeah, stealing. What can you do about that? And Born just say, raw mango. How are you doing? I forgot to ask. Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Really appreciate it. We want Miho. Yeah, Miho we won't be able to join. He said it before, but yeah, that's it. So in Flyer, you say, thanks for your advice, bro. You're a raw man. Well, no worries, man. It's always a pleasure to help. I hope it had been very, very helpful. And Godfather, you say, Roman created Instagram account and no one know except me. Yeah, you noticed. You did notice. I created an Instagram account. because I've been posting not only to Instagram the shorts that I've been making, and by the way, I'm gonna be releasing one next Monday too. Um, but yeah, I'm uploading to YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. So yeah, that's it. I think we've talked about everything that I wanted to like tell you about, because that's all that I've done this week and the plans for the following weeks and months. So if you have a question, now's the moment, because I'm about to go. Um, and if not, I'll just go. But for now, let me get to use this, because I don't think I showed you a lot of gameplay with the sword, except for yeah, let me get it over here, and let me put this 3 to 5. I don't think I showed you a lot of gameplay with the sword attacking the regular enemies. I just show you with the boss. Yeah, Miho is in fact a real person. Yeah, let's get here. Also, in a very small thing, the dash is larger and the jump is higher too, because now with the new character proportions, like it made sense that you jumped a little bit higher and the dash lasted a little bit longer, so you can have like more mobility. It's super annoying to get the message over here, because it's basically when I try to do Control S when I'm selecting spells and moving backwards, it tries to like save, so it behaves very weirdly over there. Oh, also, I don't think I mentioned it, but there is a sound effect for when you recast spells now, so it's a little bit more feedback too. Okay. No, you should set min quota to 99999. Yeah, I don't know if that would be a good idea. And as long as I have 4 brain cells, 3 of those are thinking what to say, and one of them keep me breathing. Yeah, keep that one breathing for you. All right, so that's it for this week's stream, and I'll see you next time. So take care, y'all, and hopefully I'll have a lot to show for next week. And if you want to try the game with the new things that I'm going to be adding and the improvements that I plan to release, or that I plan to like keep doing before the beta, go to itch.io. I'm also going to be posting the changes when I do them on Discord, but go to itch.io, and Monday or Tuesday, probably Monday, I'll be releasing beta 2.3. So thanks for joining. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Yeah, I have to put a wizard tower on the game. Like, no joke. I have to put a recess wizard tower on the game, because otherwise it's gonna suck. All right. Bye. Bye. Take care, you people. Bye-bye.